What is the balance point between your intellect and your intuition? That, my friends, is the question to be asking this new moon in Gemini on the 18th of June. So as I do here in Big Life Magic, in this magic circle for us all, I am going to be sharing with you what's it about that balance point between intellect and intuition, what's vibes there and why do you want to tune there? What's Neptune doing hanging around? And you know what? Mercury's got something to say in this new moon too. All of that. Plus, as I do, your top 3 magic moves to tune into this new moon. So let's play. If you're new here, g'day, hi, my name's Deb D. I'm the creator of Big Life Magic, an author, spiritual teacher, magic weaver, supporting all of us to tap into our magic, to tune into our energetic hearts, to say hello, yes please, let's play with our soul and work towards our own big life magic. No matter where you start, you can make your way there. For those returning, hi, what a delight to connect with you again in the magic circle. Whether you're here for the first time or you've been hanging around for a while, subscribe so you can stay attuned with all the magic that I share, not only about the moon, but about also heart repair. New moon. I love new moon. Every new moon I host a new moon circle of magic. It happens online. You might want to come. I'm going to tell you about that at the end. But I do love new moon because the moon is saying, hey, why don't we just take a little break for a minute, check in, and then we can start again. We can realign. We can set a new intention. If we've gone off the path, we can find our way back on. If we're on the path, we can find what the next step is. New moon is the great reset, and the moon gives it to us every lunar cycle. And each one has its own energy that it's playing with. And this new moon is in the sign of Gemini. So as we know, new moons are when the moon and the sun are both in the same sign. So we have like this balance, like this full exploration of this energy. And Gemini, if you know a Gemini, you will know they're a little bit flirty. They like having the conversation, quite chatty and very up in the mind, want to go through the intellect of it all. But did you know this about Gemini? Gemini is the twins. So Gemini is also known to be they change their mind a lot. It's one of the mutable signs, which means adaptable, can change. But the twins, did you know that that's also representing earthbound you and spiritual you? So energetic heart, earthbound dear here on this plane, you, and soul you. That's also like this deeper expression of Gemini. And this particular new moon is really asking us to look there, be there, play there, explore there, go deeper there. This balance point between intellectual you and intuitive you. So just exploring a little bit more in the magical playground, as above, so below. I'm going to share with you about Neptune and Mercury because they're playing. I mean, there's always planets playing all over the place, but I just want to focus on these two. Mercury, the planet of communication, the ruler of Gemini. Guess where Mercury's hanging out right now? Yep, Gemini, which creates a whole heap of energy towards our communications. Mercury wants to communicate, Gemini wants to communicate. They're hanging out together now, so there's a whole heap of communication. What I would like you to consider around this communication is the layers of communication. Is this about communication with you and another? It very well could be. And let me invite you here. New moon is a great time, the time in the lunar cycle, to go within, to check in. So before we begin communicating with another, let's check in with self first. and then maybe check in again, and then maybe check in again, because this Gemini energy is going to want to be really chatty and really connect and is going to have a lot to say, but you're really well advised to actually communicate with self first. And a part of that is the Neptune energy hanging about with this new moon. So Neptune is the planet, I love Neptune. Neptune is all dreamy. It wants to be up in the creative, invisible, anything's possible, like the watery movement. This is Neptune. It's not really kind of grounded, not really intellectual. You see the difference there. And Neptune is in the sign of Pisces, another pair, but we've got these fish moving in different directions, right? So Neptune in Pisces is actually squaring this new moon. Now a square aspect means it could be a little bit tense. It's not like, oh yeah, let's hit the dance floor energy. It's like, oh, we're being asked to look at this dynamic of the two kind of like facing off across the magical playground, right? So let's bring it in. This new moon is going to be all about, I want to talk about communication. I want to be connecting to it. I want to be talking about it. I want to share my story. Can we talk about it? And Neptune in Pisces says, can we feel it? I don't want to talk about it. I want to feel it. And feeling is the pathway, one of them, but a really great one, the pathway to your intuition, that soul self, which is the deeper expression of this moon. So rather than getting into this, tension in the magical playground, what about if we just actually allow it to come into alignment and balance thinking and feeling, balance tuning in and communicating with self as well as communicating with others, balance intellect and intuition. Just feel that for a second. I mean, for us earthbound humans, that is actually quite a tricky thing to do, but you can do it because you are the magic. And here is the 3 moves to do it. Here are the 3 magic moves that I would say are going to set you up for the perfect alignment to set your new moon intention. Because you're working on something, Magic Maker. You want to manifest something. We all do. It's part of the human experience. But before we set that intention, let's work on this balance point. Magic move number 1 is please be quiet. Find a way to come inside to stillness and literally the quiet inside you, so that we can actually minimize all the chatty energy that Gemini can bring. And in the quiet, we're going to hear what your soul has to share. Neptune's going to be able to come in to show you why Neptune in Pisces is squaring this particular moon. We're going to have to get quiet. So what does that mean for you? Is that taking a walk? Is that actually like laying down with just simply music on and not trying to do anything other than breathe? Whatever it means for you, the first magic move you want to make is get quiet. And then when you feel like you're in that quiet space, you want to stay there a little bit longer, but now activate magic move number 2. Move number 2 is connect to the truth. What is the truth of where you're at now? Because the truth is that balance point. Your mind is going to tell you something. Your intuition is going to be giving you some hints along the way. What is the truth for you right now? And it may be the truth about something you've been working on over various lunar cycles, or it may just be like what's really present right now. But connect to that truth, that deeper truth for you. Exploring maybe the part that you didn't want to pay attention to so much, the part that sits in the shadow, Neptune in Pisces, the part of you that doesn't feel comfortable. And this may be the truth about you and another. Relationships are highly aspected in this moon. But remember, go back to self first. What is the truth for you within this? So we're going to get quiet. Then we're going to connect with the truth. And then we're going to activate number 3. Magic move number 3 is express yourself. Gemini wants to be expressing itself, and we also want to go into expression and creativity to find the layers within this balance point. So we want to start with the intellect, because the intellect always wants to go first. Our mental energy, our intelligence is very earthbound and connected more to earthbound plus ego self, which is fine. It's no right or wrong, no judgment here, but it's going to want to be the front runner before the intuition. So give it that. Please give it that. It's going to make it so much easier for you. So you just open up your journal and you begin to express what the intellect wants you to know now. What do I know about this? What do I think about this? What have I already explored around this? And you're wanting to either write the story of that or just bullet point all of the things that you know about it. Express for as long as you need to. And if you're not a journal kind of person, then what I would say is like find a trusted friend and just say, I just want to tell you a story. I'm exploring this and I just want to talk about it. But find the friend after you've done the quiet and connecting to truth. This is why it's going to be better if you journal it and do this on your own. But anyway, Gemini energy is very social and wants to be out there playing. So if you're going to connect with another, so be it. But once you've explored this intellect side, you're going to turn the page of the journal or tell your friend, now I want to also explore something else. And you're just going to start tune into more heart space than head space. Go back to that quiet, go back to that truth, just allow it to expand. And then with your pen, you are going to freestyle write as if your spirit and soul, the spirit of you and the soul of you, are leading the pen. What would my soul like to know now? Spirit, what are you processing? What are you working down here for me? Soul self, what you got to say? And just explore there. It doesn't matter if it doesn't make a lot of sense. You just want to explore. Because if you explore this intellect and also this intuitive side, what you'll see in this quiet, connected to truth, expressed space is the magic move to make, which is your new moon intention. So that would be how I'd be playing it, and that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. That and more. For every lunar cycle at Big Life Magic, we open a new moon circle of magic where magic makers come in. I share about energy notes. We explore through either sharing or journaling or drawing, whatever may be. I guide everyone in a beautiful new moon channeled meditation, and we set intentions together. It's really fun. It's one of my favorite things to do every lunar cycle, and you are invited. And this one, because it's twins and it's sociable and it's creative and it's fun, one of my beautiful friends, Sarah O'Brien Hammond, who is an amazing woman doing a lot in the world, and one of those things that she's doing is working in sound healing. So Sarah is going to be with me adding these beautiful notes of her sound healing to our circle, and in particular to the meditation that will be shared. There's going to be a link below where you can register to join the Big Life Magic Makers for the New Moon Circle of Magic on Sunday the 18th of June. You are welcome to. If for any reason you can't make it, you're always welcome back here in this magic circle. So subscribe now, because I am going to be back, absolutely back for full moon. But in between the new and the full moons, I share magic moves, magic activations, and in particular, how you can work with your energetic heart towards heart repair, because you want to, Magic Maker. And do you know why? Because that is how you find that pathway from Big Life Lost to Big Life Magic, and that is how Your soul works on expansion. It's got everything to do with your heart, and it's got everything to do with you, because, Magic Maker, my friend, it is you. It is you that is the magic. New moon, blessings to you all. I hope to see you in the new moon circle of magic. You are the magic, and let's do this thing.